Francisco, it's Channel 5's People Are Talking with Ann Place and Ross McGowan.
Good morning, and welcome to People Are Talking on this Thursday morning. Boy. We have a fun-packed show. Before we get into it, though, let's show you what everybody in the audience have received this morning. You did that so well. They reached down to get their bag of Otis Spunkmeyer chocolate chip cookies. Hold them up there.
Ooh, a dozen.
Isn't that wonderful? Don't eat them during the show now. You have to wait till after the show. But Otis Spunkmeyer was very nice to provide our audience with all these cookies. You can, I guess you buy these in the stores, but you also can buy this, let me hand this to you, Greg, this box, and it's just got the Otis Spunkmeyer dough in it.
Designer dough.
Designer dough.
We
and
love
then
that.
You can, look at this, nothing's in it. Anyhow, you take them home.
And bake them yourself. And Richard Gilliland.
Good. Good job. To have you in San Francisco. Last time you were with us, Jean, you were a single woman.
I was.
Yeah. Do you know how they met? You have any idea how they met? On the show,
on
right?
Women, yeah.
We just met, I think, when she was here last time. It was just a couple of months after that.
It was the 5th episode that we shot.
So he comes on the set, and he's playing...
Annie's boyfriend.
Annie, oh, no. Annie's boyfriend, huh? Now, did you look at him while they were shooting the scene and say,
yes, I did.
Did you?
Yes.
So you liked him right away when he came and said.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay, and Richard, how about you? Wait a minute.
Well, Annie wasn't available. No.
No?
Not at all. No, I would say that it was almost immediate, if not after that. First of all, we had Scrabble in common. We're avid Scrabble players.
Yeah.
Both of us. We don't play as much now because we have a little boy now, and that he takes all the tiles and throws them in the air. But that was it, and she invited me in to play Scrabble, and she was the only person I'd ever met who could beat me. And so, so I had to marry her.
Yeah. You also love theater, too. The two of you
Very much.
do a lot of live theater, so that had to be a connection for the two of you.
Yeah.
We want to show a clip of, it's a montage of you in action, Jean, as a Charlene on Designing Women, and then we're going to see Richard in action. This is from Designing Women. Jean Smart playing Charlene.
Man, I've always tried to picture you and each of your ex-husbands in bed. Charlie, well, I'm sorry, but I wonder about everything. You know, like what the words to Mac the Knife mean and how they make that cat dance on that commercial. But I had a cat once, Charlie. Sorry, that's a go-slow. You ever wonder who Cole was? Did you see this? Droves of vicious killer bees are heading towards the United States. They're from South America, expect to arrive in 3 or 4 years. That is terrible. Can you imagine? I bet our bees are scared to death.
Really, that's amazing. I didn't know that. Why do you know all the capitals?
Because I love knowledge. In fact, I yearn for it.
Charlene, sit down. We want to talk to you about Monette's.
Oh, no, I don't like the sound of that. Every time you say, Charlene, sit down, it's bad news. Now, just tell me standing up. What is it? What? Monette's a man.
No, but we have reason to believe she's practicing the world's oldest profession.
Monette's a carpenter?
You like to watch
Great
yourself?
writing.
You don't care to watch yourself?
Not much.
You're very funny.
Oh.
That is a very funny series.
About 4 years ago, you came on our afternoon show with Delta Burke. And at that time, you guys were really fighting to keep Designing Women on the show. I mean, you had...
On the air. CBS was going to cancel.
They had switched us a few times, our time slot, yeah.
But you went on a nationwide tour?
Yeah, Delta and I we did sort of one-night stands all over the place. And she made me hide her dog under my coat and sneak him into hotels. And but it worked. Yeah.
What you have to know, I think we had Dixie Carter on, we had Annie Potts, we had you and Delta, all at different times. And you're one of the few ensemble casts that went out and really fought for your show. As you say, CBS switched it around. It looked like it was going to be canceled. And what is it now? The top 5 at CBS?
Yeah, generally, no. There was a group called the Viewers for Quality Television, I believe, which initiated a large write-in campaign with the ladies going on the road and all that, which helped out a lot. They got a lot of letters, and they put it back into its original time slot, which is where they had moved it from in the first place to make it better. It's the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
They put it back, and it's worked very well.
Well, Richard, we have a clip of you on Designing Women. I don't know if this was the episode where the two of you met and clicked for the
This was later that first year, maybe the second year.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at
We were already
you
married at this point.
in action on Designing Women.
You know, the truth is, you girls talk a good line about wanting a guy to be, you know, sweet and sensitive, but those are the guys you drive your cars over.
You know, what I don't understand is why they don't understand that we are talking about a matter of degrees here. Yes, we want a man to be sensitive and vulnerable, and we also want him to be strong and masculine. Women have integrated these qualities quite nicely. Why can't men do the same?
Oh, boy, I hate that, you know, but that pose that women assume, like they're these superior human beings, much more tuned in to emotion, language, culture, children, and we are just these big, untrainable Neanderthals stumbling through life who occasionally fall on top of them.
Right. And apparently, even that we don't do long enough to satisfy them.
And Dixie Carter met Hal Holbrook through the show. Is that correct, or was it?
No, they were married when we started the show. They'd been
But they
married
met
about
on a
year.
set. They met on a set
We met on
someplace.
another one of Harry Thomas and Linda Bloodworth Thomason, who were the producers and writers of the show, created the show, a show called Filthy Rich, which Delta...
No, they met on...
No, didn't they?
Howard
Oh,
Dixie
good, an
did
argument.
Howard did a play together.
Oh, they did? Well, I met them. That's what it was. I met them when they were working on Filthy Rich. See, we all think. We all take credit for other people's love affairs.
Our audience, I know they have some questions for you, so why don't we take a commercial break? Ann and I'll go out in the audience, and we'll see what they have to say, all right? We'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned. We're not going to play that clip from 30-something then, I guess, huh? All right. Before we get to your question, I'm curious. You said in the, we thought we were going to play a clip from 30-something. And Gene says, I hope it's not the love scene with Paula. And I know he's, you know, slapped pretty good kisses on Annie Potts on Designing Women.
Laid some lips on her, huh?
Yeah. Does that bother you at all?
The kissing on a sitcom is done differently than kissing on a show 30-something.
It's funny kissing. It's funny kissing.
Oh, so it's funny on Designing Women, and you mean business on 30-something, huh, Richard?
Well, that's a difficult question. I guess that the sense of the scene you're playing or the relationship with the person is a little bit different when you're doing that. In 30-something, because it's dramatic, yuppie problems, you know, all these people having problems with their typewriters and things like that, that it's a little bit more, they're longer. The kisses are longer. That's what it is.
Well, maybe we ought to take a look at a clip of 30-something and see if there's any long kiss on this
I don't know which one this is.
Beware, Gene.
Gary promised to finish those shelves this week.
Good.
Yep. All those seriously bound law books of yours will finally have a permanent home. I got a present for Christy yesterday.
Why?
I just felt like it. It's a wristwatch. It's very grown up. I think I'm going to give it to her when she gets back from visiting her mother. I guess her mother, I guess Audrey got out of Saudi Arabia in just the nick of time, didn't she?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. You know, Christy wrote me from California.
She did?
Yeah. She wanted to know how many times I've watched The Little Mermaid since she's been gone.
Well, I better roll.
Will you call me when you get there?
You'll be at work?
Well, call me here. Leave an obscene message.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
What?
Watch yourself with those hosers.
Hoosiers.
Right, Hoosiers.